Greetings and welcome to an overview of the Practical Ministries curriculum for the 2021-2022 conference year. I am Lisa Allen McLaurin, the coordinator of Practical Ministries for the 6th Episcopal District of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. Our practical ministry goals are to engage clergy in yearly leadership development designed to strengthen, clarify, and expand pastoral imagination, capacity, and competency. To engage laity in yearly leadership development designed to strengthen, clarify, and expand congregational imagination, capacity, and competency. And to engage ministers on trial in a standardized, structured process of pastoral, biblical, theological, and educational development designed to culminate in ordination and appointment to parish and/or specialized ministry. Our objectives for the 2021-2022 conference year are to strengthen pastoral and congregational imagination and vision of a people filled with God's grace by the engagement of prophetic social justice activism through study and application of assigned curricular resources. To clarify pastoral and congregational knowledge and comprehension of prophetic social justice activism through study and application of assigned curricular resources. To expand pastoral and congregational capacities for employing and integrating prophetic social justice activism into daily life through study and application of assigned curricular resources. And to develop pastoral and congregational competencies in employing and integrating prophetic social justice activism into daily life through study and application of assigned curricular resources. The primary resource for clergy and laity for the 2021-2022 conference year is Revive Us Again, Vision and Action in Moral Organizing, authored by the Reverend Dr. William J. Barber II. This volume features Reverend Barber's most stirring sermons and speeches with response essays by prominent public intellectuals, activists, and faith leaders, drawing from the history of social movements in the United States, especially the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s Poor People's Campaign. Reverend Barber and the contributors to this volume speak to the most pressing issues of our time, including Black Lives Matter, the fight for a $15 minimum wage, the struggle to protect voting rights, the march for women's rights, and the movement to overcome poverty and unite the dispossessed across all dividing lines. Grounded in the fundamental biblical theme of poor and oppressed people taking action together, this book suggests ways to effectively build a fusion movement to make America fair and just for everyone. A secondary resource for clergy and ministers on trial who are currently pastoring for the 2021-2022 conference year is Dr. Barber's We Are Called to Be a Movement. Focusing on the heart of prophetic social activism, this book cites the fundamental principles of the Poor People's Campaign and offers wisdom and insight from Reverend Barber on how to fight for justice and righteousness in this national call for a moral revival. And now let us take a moment to peruse our readings and review timeline for the coming conference year. Between the dates of July 30th and September 30th of 2021, we will read Revive Us Again, Introduction and Part 1, and We Are Called to Be a Movement, First Essay. Our first quarterly accountability meeting is scheduled for October 9th, 2021, and we will have our overall review of Introduction and Part 1 at our Christian Training Institute. In quarter number 2, between the dates of October 15th and December 15th, 2021, we will read Revive Us Again, Part 2, chapters 4 through 8, and responses, and We Are Called to Be a Movement, Second Essay. Our second quarterly accountability meeting is scheduled for January 8th, 2022, and a review of Part 2, chapters 4 through 8, will be posted online no later than January 31st of 2022. Our next sections of the book will be covered January 9th through March 9th of 2022. We will be reading Revive Us Again, Part 2, chapters 9 through 13, and responses, and the third essay of We Are Called to Be a Movement. Our third quarterly accountability meeting is scheduled for March 19th, 2022, and our review of Part 2, chapters 9 through 13, will be held during our spring gatherings in April and May of 2022. And finally, we will cover chapter 14 and response during March 20th through May 20th of 2022, and we are asking each district to prepare an action plan for their respective districts based on what we have read, studied, discussed, and formulated throughout the year. We don't want this to merely be an exercise in reading and intellectual development, but we want actual action plans that will help us to engage prophetic social activism in our Episcopal district. So, dear sisters and brothers of the sizzling, sensational 6th Episcopal District, let's get started. We'll see you in October. God bless you and keep you is our prayer.